Good evening, one and all. We're here at the famous Eden Gardens. You join us for this T20 between the Kings and the Damagers. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and with me for this exciting contest is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones, and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
It's great to be here for this match. I'm sure we'll be Well, that's the obvious decision. I don't think a captain has had an easier choice to make. The bowlers are going to need a lot of luck on this kind of pitch.
Players making their way out. It's a great crowd in today with plenty of atmosphere around this ground. Plenty of wickets on offer and runs. Batters and bowlers are in the game, and there's some quality players in both teams. So I'm expecting an even contest. Let's see what happens. Right, so we're ready to get underway. There's always something special about the first delivery. It can really set the tone for a match. Edged it. Finds the fielder with that shot. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off. Was quick onto that in the infield. Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. Might look to go big again here.
Drilled that one away.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs. Can he come back with a dot ball?
End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. The Damagers are 9 for none.
Good over for the batters to start the innings.
Pandya, the left armour, is coming on to bowl from the pavilion end. Gone. Great catch. Quick reaction. Simple as you like. The batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knots.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Oh my, that's racing away.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Too straight and punched through the leg side.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Pandya shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. End of the over, 10 runs from it. The damages, 19 for 1. Start from the high court end.
I think that's called for the front foot. Not by much, but it doesn't matter.
Start will be disappointed with that previous delivery. Not up to their normal standards. Whacks the free hit away. Fielder coming around to cut it off perhaps.
It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Great shot. Gets the ball to that. Plays it through square.
Timing on that shot was just perfect. Brilliant shot. The boundary the moment it hit the bat.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. That's the over. The damages, 32 for 1. And gone. Brilliant catch. Simple as you like. The batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Doesn't beat the infield. Edged it. That's a confident appeal. Out. Nicely done by the keeper.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail. He's got their tail up. That was just a super shot. The delivery was fine, great line and length, but just put away.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important, just focus on getting the next delivery right. Drilled that one away. End of the over. 5 runs coming from it. The damages, 37 for 3.
Run rate has steadied off now. They're finding boundaries and some singles in between. Good batting.
The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the high court end. Can't get that outside the ring field. Great shot through the gap.
Flashed away and got it well enough to find the boundary.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Straight to the fielder. Edge, but it dropped safely.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
That's the end of a very good over. Great pressure being placed on the batters here.
These two enjoy batting together, and it shows. They've used the pace off the ball and bludgeoned it when needed.
Couldn't get it through the field. Gone. Great reflex. Out. What a screamer.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Too good. That is huge.
Extra width gives them a free swing at the ball. Gone a long way back.
End of the over, end of the restrictions. I'm sure we'll see some big fielding changes coming. Going with spin now. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Does very well to quickly get across to this one.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary.
Edged it. Keeper. Dropped. Everyone's gone up. It's been a great bowling display so far. It'd be very well deserved to pick up a 5th wicket today.
chase that one.
Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the high court end. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Durrell waited on that and dived it down to third. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Square cut, finds point, no run. 7 runs added in that over. The damages are 68 for 4. The right armour is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. Finds the fielder with that shot. Oh, now then, that time in the air, batters should get a few here.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. Get that much power coming forward onto the front foot. It's just ridiculous. 6 lost ball. How will the bowler reply?
Swept away, but finds the fielder. Was quick onto that in the infield. Seven runs added there. The damages are 75 for 4. Cummins from the high court end. Oh, nice catch. Great reactions. And out. Oh, how did he get to that one?
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance. and have to head back to the pavilion.
Is coming into bat for the damages. Please make him welcome.
Oh, shot. Masterful pull shot. That's going to find the boundary.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrist to keep control and find the boundary.
Edged it. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Goes over the top with that shot. End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. The damages are 84 for 5. And gone. Brilliant catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
Not a bad inning. Really was starting to get the runs flowing, but cut short. Important wicket to get at this stage of the match.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. That's gone. Nice simple catch.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. With the bat now, you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
That's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Huge edge. End of the over. 2 runs added. The damages are 86 for 7. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Thick edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Big edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Cummins has finished off a tidy over there. Nothing to show for it, but will be well pleased nevertheless.
Runs has been at a premium this middle portion of the match.
Swept away, but finds the fielder. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Goes over the top with that shot. Doesn't beat the infield. End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. The right arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the high court end. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one though. Straight to the fielder. Norkia waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary.
Got to get the length right, the line right. It was all wrong. Crashed away for 4.
Ten runs added in that over. The damages 104 for 7. Dubé coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. No, terrible shot. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
That's gone for 6. That is a huge one. Norkia, plenty from these bowlers.
Jumped all over the slower ball, only gave them more time to see it and make sure of it. How will the bowler respond?
Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over. Stark, the left-arm fast bowler, is coming on to bowl from the high court end. Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off. Couldn't get it through the field. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. 5 runs in that over. The damages are 125 for 7. Dubé from the pavilion end. Does very well to quickly get across to this one.
Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery.
Didn't keep the foot behind the line. That could be costly with a free hit for the batter now.
Naughty watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
changes everything. Square cut, finds points, no run. Over, the damages are 129 for 7. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. That is huge, enormous, massive, gigantic. Take the piss.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Finds the fielder with that shot. End of the over. 9 off it. The damages, 138 for 7. Final over in this innings. Edged it. No one there. Could be 4.
He didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary. How will he reply? Great short to ball. Well played though. Didn't flinch and was able to leave the ball comfortably. That's the end of the short stuff for this over.
That's a big one, maximum, away she goes. You lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top and it just keeps going.
Nice shot, straight to gully.
No interest on that occasion to play at the ball.
Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Really good innings comes to an end. That's going to be a tough total to chase. Someone's going to need to step up with a big score. The openers are coming out. It's a very gettable total. They just need to get off to a good start and not give anything silly away. It's the silly stuff that could give the bowlers a sniff in this match.
Here we go. First ball.
Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep with some serious work to cut it off.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Was quick onto that in the infield. Great shot. Gets a hold of that and places it through square leg.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Rahane, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Perfectly timed.
The short ball picked up early here. Not the best delivery, but certainly was a good shot to dispatch it.
End of the over. 12 runs coming from it. The Kings, 12 for none.
One gone and an excellent start to this power play.
Lovely cover drive straight to the extra cover fielder. Onto that early. That could be four.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. I can just stand and admire that shot. Might look to go big again here.
Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Massive outside edge. 5 runs added in that over. The Kings, 17 for none.
With 2 down, they're already ahead of the required run rate quite easily early on.
Right arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the high court end. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Top edge and just over the keeper. He's been a little bit late reacting, but the ball runs away to the rope. Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Cuts that off well in the infield. Brilliant diving stop. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
You just can't give them that much width. You bowl out there and you get what you deserve.
8 runs added in that over. The Kings are 25 for none.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened. 6 last ball. How will the bowler reply?
Chance gone. You're keeper with the first hand.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It really looked like it'd be moving into a big, big score. But not to be. He's got their tail up.
Doesn't beat the infield. Thick edge. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Eight runs out of there. The Kings, 33 for 1.
Well, I think the bowlers would be a bit disappointed with how they've come out at the start, but they can definitely rein it in a bit still.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Oh, whack! Picked the bones out of that. It's gone for a maximum.
How clean did they hit that? Plays that immaculately with a straight bat.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Finds the edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Goes over the top with that shot. End of the over. 12 runs coming from it. The Kings are 45 for 1.
5 down and they're above the run rate at the moment. Been a good power play so far.
Bishnoi from the pavilion end. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot.
That ball has been hit. It has flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Square cut, finds point, no run. beats the field with a great shot. Couldn't get it through the field. Two straight and punch through the leg side, mid-wicket in hot pursuit. With the completion of that over, we see the fielding restrictions finish.
3 extra fielders are now allowed outside the circle.
Caught, straightforward enough catch by deep square leg. Oh, great work, held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
For the Kings, please give them a round of applause.
First ball for the batter, coming in.
Finds the fielder with that shot. 4 runs added in the over. The Kings, 60 for 2.
They've got busy, working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Norkia coming back into the attack.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Misses everything. End of the over. 7 off it. The Kings are 67 for 2.
They've done well. Sometimes after the power play, the run rate can drop a bit, but the batters have kept up the intent they had early on, and this run chase looks secure.
That's a difficult shot to get right. Straight back at the bowler with a lot of pace, and the covering fielder had no chance.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Ouch, that looked nasty. Square cut, finds point, no run. Edged it. 4 runs added in that over. The Kings are 71 for 2. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the pavilion end. Oh, that's beautifully struck right out of the guts end all the way.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Massive outside edge. End of the over, 10 off it. The Kings are 81 for 2.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Chahar, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. Fielder out in the deep. Had some serious work to cut it off. Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary. How will he reply?
Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Time. Good vacant point position, racing to the boundary.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Kicked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary.
Got that away nicely.
That shows great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading. Will it be 3 boundaries in a row?
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, there's high confidence out in the middle.
They've done well. Sometimes after the power play, the run rate can drop a bit, but the batters have kept up the intent they had early on, and this run chase looks secure.
That showed great skill, lovely timing, and the boundary was the only place it was heading.
No, no, no. Terrible shot. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
A fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball, smashes it away. Top-class innings. Been playing very nicely out there and brings up the half-century.
Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. The bowler looks really confident.
That's the third wicket down, not happy walking off the field, and there's a real feeling of disappointment.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Dubé ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. He was quick onto that in the infield. Perfectly timed. Over. The Kings, 113 for 3.
They've been asked plenty of questions by the bowlers, but the batters have had all the answers so far this innings.
Goes over the top with that shot. shots have really gone up here. They like it. Swept away, but finds the fielder. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. 5 runs added in the over. The Kings are 118 for 3.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Narayan, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the high court end. He's going to the top, and that'll be a maximum. Fantastic square drive.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe. Might look to go big again here.
6 more. Away she goes into the crowd. It's a big maximum as well.
Well, these are crucial deliveries. 12 from 2 balls, and maybe there's a bit of a momentum shift.
Rahane, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Doesn't beat the infield. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Time that perfectly.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it's got what it deserves.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump. That'll force a mistake. Massive outside edge. End of the over. The Kings, 139 for 3. Chahar, the right arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Square cut, finds point, no run. Great shot, through the gap.
The half-century's in sight. More shots like that, and they'll be well on their way to 100. How will the bowler respond?
Good fielding out in the boundary. Seven runs added in that over. The Kings are 146 for 3.
They've been asked plenty of questions by the bowlers, but the batters have had all the answers so far this innings.
Norkia back into the attack. Oh boy, that's the maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Pulled away, but straight to square leg.
Just 2 to win.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Good shot. A beauty.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time. Enough back speed to pick up 4.
That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you enjoyed the match and join us again real soon.